lovelies. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of my week recap, where I recap contents that were published last week on the Be Your Own Kind platform and various random topics I stumbled upon last week. Last week was pretty slow with news, so I did some digging in the crate, so to speak. But before we delve deeper, I want to invite you to check out the Be Your Own Kind platform to view all of the latest content. Also, I invite you to check out the Be Your Own Kind merch on teespring.com. I also have a text community that sends reminders and updates about the BYOK brand, as well as daily motivational texts. I also welcome you to text me anytime you want to speak on a topic or just about anything. BYOK is also looking for guest bloggers and guests on our platforms. The links to all of the above are in the description box, and I cannot wait to hear more from you. Thanks again for your continued support. For the first topic, I want to talk about Andrea Crowder's guest post about deleting things in your life that no longer serve you. She talked about waiting on God to fulfill your purpose, and I was very inspired by her post. Andrea is an owner of Robin Sweet Treats, and that is based in Indianapolis. Please follow her on IG. I also have placed the link to her post and IG in the description box. Also, if you did not know, I host 2 live shows on Wednesdays and Fridays on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. I encourage you to join the live and add your commentary in the comments or virtually join the live. In Friday's live, this past Friday's live, we talked about all types of rejection. Here's a snippet of that live. Closure, because some people don't afford us that. Some people just exit our lives, no explanation. Don't answer phone calls, don't answer texts. And to be honest with you, this is something in my personal life similar to that happened. And that is why this is a topic today. Sometimes you don't get that closure and you have to create that closure. The worst feeling to me, and I am jumping the gun, but forget it. My biggest trigger with rejection is the ignoring thing. The I'm reaching out. What did I do? Let's talk about it. And I don't get a response. And granted, they are not obligated to give me a response. But I feel like if we have been in a relationship, friendship, because a relationship is not always romantic. If we have been in any type of friendship for a long time, a relationship for a long time, and I'm reaching out and I'm pouring out and you just flat out ignoring me, it makes me feel away. You have every intent. You have every right not to answer me, but that don't mean that don't irk the crap out of me. Why is it so hard to just say, hey, you did this, or hey, you did that, or that irks me. That irks me. And it irks me because it's no closure. It's just up in the air. You have to pretty much guess what the reason was or what did you do and da-da-da-da. And I hate that. I hate that because everybody always want to talk about being real and open and transparent. But then when it comes for transparent, I feel like the whole not answering thing is a cop-out. It's a big cop-out because you didn't ignore me when you needed me. You didn't ignore me when I was giving you my friendship. So now I've done something that have rubbed you the wrong way and you can't even give me an explanation. As you can hear, I was ranting and raving about my pet peeves with rejection. And if you would like to have a conversation with me regarding rejection or present a guest post or join the podcast, please feel free to contact me through the community text number or email or messages on the social media sites. So, as I said earlier, this week has been very slow, and I refuse to talk about Meg and Tory until the verdict has been decided, because at this moment, it is reminding me of that series Twin Peaks. So my latest obsession has been with Jaguar Wright and her Hollywood tales. I am unsure how true they are, so I had some time to try and see if I could find anything to back up her stories online. Mind you, I have a slow attention span, so this is all I could find as long as my mind would allow. Over the last couple of months, Jaguar Wright has been taking the internet by storm, discussing legends such as Mary J. Blige, Jill Scott, Summer Walker, and neo artists such as The Roots and Talib Kweli. Jaguar came out in the late 90s, and her sultry voice was discovered on Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged. I remember that clear as day and instantly fell in love with her voice.
Jaguar, she's pretty amazing.
Yeah, voice is incredible, right? Yeah, she's just
she's going through so many different songs with me. Like that's not the same person. You know what I'm saying? All those songs are different people at different times that she's keeping up with all the different voices and sounding beautiful on each one. So doing a great job. And,
as you can see, her voice was dynamic, and I'm wondering why she did not go any further in the industry. A lot of celebrities want to blame it on her attitude, but let's be honest, a lot of these celebrities are known for their attitudes, so it had to be something else. But now let's get a little deeper and get into the Hollywood tales of Jaguar Wright.
After watching several interviews, we the people decided to stand not behind Jaguar, but on the sideline as you spill all the tea on the industry, you know, while looking for pennies in the ashtray. Let's talk. Word on the curb, Jaguar fed up what you did. And we don't really think she crazy. Gag go to call me crazy, you know, for not letting the industry me. Gag go to hell. She ain't doing nothing but saying the same shit I said 20 years ago, child. Y'all just been tired through and delayed and just not catching up. And yet I survived. Gag go to with not a hair moved on my chinny chin motherfucker. And mine is still intact. Let's hope she survives, but let her tell us she's already dead and ready to die. We the people say the cat is risking her 9 lives and another.
What though? You know what though? I'm here for the smoke.
So one of the main people Jaguar has spoken about is Talib Kweli. Apparently they had a relationship, which he did admit to, but she also alleged that he had a way with the ladies. Check out what she said.
You need to stop worrying about how I look, and you need to worry about your new baby mom. Talib.
How many he got?
You need to worry about the way she look.
Well, word on the street, it's a whole bunch of women that thought they was the only one. I'm about to say Sam Smith. Word on the street, they thought they was number one, and they really not. So it's gonna be.
Did you wait a minute? Did you see that whole basket of Hornets bust open on my IG live?
They were not happy, ma'am. They were not happy. They gonna have to come to.
No, he not still married. Oh yes, he is, boo. He's still married, yo.
He told every single one of them he was single. It's like, no, ma'am. He's no.
You want to know what's sad? He was doing that shit in the 90s, yo. We used to call him the green tea pimp.
Damn.
That was our nickname. All the girls around in the also, we called him the green tea pimp. Because see what Talib would do is he would wait for you to be having a bad day. Sister, let's sit down and have a cup of green tea and talk about your problems.
Was this a Bill Cosby kind of green tea?
He said, no, it was regular. It was the regular tea. I ain't never known.
So after going live several times about Talib, he decided to release a statement with the following, which I will break up and expound upon.
Jaguar Wright contributed to the black community. Does anybody know? Can anybody tell me? Nothing. The people she attacked with her lies and her slander, all of them, have contributed a lot to the black community. Beyond their contributions to the black community, these people have families, black mothers, black children. What Jaguar Wright is saying and doing is off code, and everybody who's supporting her is also off code. Jaguar claims she's doing this in the name of protecting black women, in the name of telling the truth. She has zero proof for her claims. She started a group online called Women Protecting Women. So let's go down the line of the women that Jaguar Wright has spent the summer attacking. She has attacked Jill Scott's character and called her a whore.
Okay. I kid. This was a performance done by Jill Scott on stage, and it doesn't insinuate that she is an over promiscuous person. I did search online for maybe like an hour or two to see if there were any indications that she was a very promiscuous individual. I found that she was married twice and engaged once, and the only spouse that spoke on her was her second ex-husband, and he kind of alluded to the fact that she was controlling. He was also known to being a disgruntled sourhead out of work. But in this article, he did say that she's an evil woman. I'm telling you, it's like what Jill Scott wants, Jill Scott gets. He says people are in her ear, and if someone comes in to challenge the dumb S, they made me be the bad guy and they got me out of there. He said she got issues. Dobson added, there's no men in that family, there's only women, and when a man comes in, it's like a challenge. She's made other men look bad, but I'm not the one. I said to her, you've met your match. She likes to have men that she can control. You're not going to control me. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I found another quote. This is actually Jill Scott on her thoughts about sex. And she says, although she enjoyed it in the past, Jill advises women not to get caught up in strictly sexual relationships. She says, what I've discovered is, although it may be a lot of fun, it is also a waste of time, and you might be blocking your blessing, blocking somebody who wants to be more to you than just a great time in your life, explained Jill, who says she's still looking for that person who wants to be more. How did she become undemonetized? Just realizing what I have to offer. I'm so much more than my flesh, she says. So by that quote, it can indicate that she's had some partners, but no more than, I guess, being a young woman. And right now, I mean, is that really a shaming thing? Like, I know that Amber Rose had a whole campaign of slut shaming. So when you're pinpointing how many partners a person has had, you're kind of in her business, you know, like, even if she was sleeping around, that is her business, but it doesn't look like she was out to hurt anybody. I feel like she was in her 20s, she was dating, she was exploring, and she found out that, hey, wait a minute, let me put the brakes on this. Maybe I shouldn't give myself over to people. So I didn't really see anything that was like, I don't know, Jaguar was saying that she slept with, you know, all the men she ever dated and things like that, and like there was like an evil intent behind it. I didn't find anything, but just because I didn't find anything doesn't make it true, but it also doesn't make it false. So that was my conclusion on Jill Scott. So the next artist that Talib Kweli talked about was the Summer Walker controversy. So I believe this is what started this whole series of videos, because Jaguar felt that Summer Walker was being abused throughout the industry, and Summer Walker clapped back and was like, no, what are you talking about? So check out these two videos regarding Summer Walker, and then we're going to delve into Summer Walker before she was famous.
She lied on Summer Walker and said that Summer Walker was raped. Summer Walker had to check her. She attacked Moni
with a teddy bear. Sex out of control. She's constantly getting more and more tattoos, constantly dressing more and more scandalous. These are all cries for help. Then all of a sudden, you're at the height of your career and you don't want to tour no more? You don't want to tour no more. You have social anxiety. Now I'm going to tell you why I call bullshit on it. Because I have social anxiety.
That's where I was going to get at, Jaguar.
Okay?
Did you see yourself? Did you see yourself inside of Summer
Absolutely.
Walker? So you assume
Absolutely.
that she had dealt with some of the things.
It's not an assumption. The child's on the on the internet getting choked.
But you apologized to her. Why did you apologize?
So I apologized to her, and then somebody shot me the video that I knew I saw. And guess what?
So I found a quick video that highlighted Summer Walker's life before she was discovered. And here are some of the details.
Summer's mother said in an interview, at times she just kind of hibernates and internalizes quite a bit. Sometimes when she really has deep thoughts and things on her mind, well, she goes and sits and gets that guitar out. And she just sits and plays, and that's how she expresses herself. Early on, Summer, she was influenced by iconic artists such as Jimi Hendrix, Erykah Badu, and Amy Winehouse. Now, Summer, she played guitar and piano, and she would sing in her bathroom, practicing her skills. But it wasn't just to let her thoughts get out to the world. She told Billboard that she also started singing because she wanted to make money, live comfortably, and felt that making music, well, it could bring her those dollars. One day she decided to post her work online. This summer she started posting videos onto Vine and opened her YouTube channel in May of 2013 under the name 96 Tsunami. I wonder if I can even say that here on YouTube. And that very same day she opened her channel, she posted her first ever cover of Elle Varner's I Don't Care. Now even back then
So after this video, I creeped on over to her old YouTube channel and found out how talented Summer Walker actually is. And I came across her Project 38 song.
This is crazy. 6 years running, doing the same old shit. But baby, it's okay. 'Cause I love you anyhow, anyway. Of any time, any day. Making love meditation.
Now, as I'm vibing to this song, I noticed that she had a Twitter account that matched the name of her YouTube channel. I tried to locate it on Twitter, but it appeared she deactivated it. I placed some keywords in Twitter and discovered Summer had a cleaning service. This came to me as a surprise because only her stripping profession has come up in conversations. So her Summer Walker cleaning service IG was still activated, so I went over there to Instagram to take a look. I mean, how is this not popular news? So the main suspicion around Summer is her claim of having social anxiety. People are wondering how she is able to be a stripper with social anxiety. According to Summer, it helps you get out of your shell. It's fun. She says of her stint stripping in the club in Atlanta 4 years ago, which to some people might have seemed at odds with her social anxiety. She says, after all this, I am just going to get a pole installed in my house when this is all over. The fact that she's already dreaming of sacking this all off after this album and tour, I only want to make this album. It's just a lot. To return home says a lot about her future plans as it stands today. Anyway, money and anonymity appear to be her main goals. After reading through a lot of Summer Walker stuff, I researched social anxiety. According to NIH.gov, social anxiety disorder is a common type of anxiety disorder. A person with social anxiety disorder feels symptoms of anxiety or fear in certain or all social situations, such as meeting new people, dating, being on a job interview, answering a question in class, or having to talk to a cashier in a store. Doing everyday things in front of people, such as eating or drinking in front of others or using a public restroom, also causes anxiety or fear. The person is afraid that he or she will be humiliated, judged, and rejected. The fear that people with social anxiety disorder have in social situations is so strong that they feel it is beyond their control. As a result, it gets in the way of going to work, attending school, or doing everyday things. People with social anxiety disorder may worry about these and other things for weeks before they happen. Sometimes they end up staying away from places or events where they think they might have to do something that will embarrass them. Some people with disorder do not have anxiety in social situations but have performance anxiety. Instead, they feel physical symptoms of anxiety in situations such as giving a speech, playing a sports game, or dancing or playing a musical instrument on stage. Another allegation made by Jaguar Wright is Summer was physical abuse in the industry. I did find a video of Summer's boyfriend London on the track not letting go of Summer's neck when she asked him to.
Hurts. It's supposed to be sexy. It hurts.
It is sexy.
Oh, girl, let me get off me. Ow!
Her comment to this incident was, London was playing y'all bugging. He would never try to really hurt me. Although Summer downplayed this event, people did not believe her and was worried about Summer's safety. Since that video, she has broken up with London on the track, taken him back, and then broke up with him again. People also noticed that Summer got a nose job and were not too happy about it. All in all, Summer seemed to have been timid all her life and had social anxiety before entering the industry. She was reported to have been with only London on the track, and in my opinion, I'm not sure she was safe with him. When summer started, she was still able to get on stage and perform, and now her anxiety has appeared to heighten and preventing her from performing at all. This anxiety hike could have been caused by some trauma or have come straight from the pressures of being famous. So the last thing I want to point out is what Jaguar said regarding the evolution of female hip-hop. Check out what she had to say.
A female rapper's shelf life at maximum is 12 years. By then, you either have to have an acting career or a product. Otherwise, you're done. Who's booking Rod Digger? Like I said, you have a shelf life, and then by that time, you have to have something else. Luther Vandross died a vocalist. Whitney Houston died a vocalist. How many female MCs you know died a female MC? See, they get you to put your ass in your titties, you know, all out, all over the place, see? It didn't used to be that way. See, being a sexy, cute tomboy used to be the way. And then Biggie Smalls came in with Jessica Rabbit, Lil' Kim. What I find interesting is that for the past 25 years, everybody's been trying to be Lil' Kim, and all Lil' Kim was a figment of Biggie's imagination. He figured, all men probably get off on the same shit that I do. We can make a lot of money. And now, everybody wants to be this archetype. It wasn't until Lil' Kim that sex played a factor in whether or not a woman got signed.
To be honest, where is the lie? I honestly believe she is right about all female rappers following Biggie's blueprint. I can't argue with her there. Matter of fact, I have not been able to argue with her much, considering that I couldn't find much evidence of her stories online. It could be the truth is hiding in plain sight, and we would just have to let time play out and see how true her allegations are. I do believe that some of what she's saying is true, but I also know that she speaks out of hurt. I also believe she is sticking up for women, but I'm not sure if airing out other women's laundry is the most effective way to go about it. I am wondering if this is her way to push someone with greater influence to speak out about it. Like I said, only time will tell. Well, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Week Recap. Until next time, take care.